All right, everybody. Just getting this stream fired up here. Decided a little last minute to do a little watch along with me kind of thing. So I'm going to, I haven't even shared the link yet or anything. So I'm going to do that. And it's just, they just fired the engines. So I will get this going here. All right, I just posted the link. So hopefully we will get started here. Got to get my scoring monitors going. This is a pretty cup heavy race for this time of year. Hey Josh, happy Saturday. How you doing? Hey Marty. So, I'm kind of thinking that this is obviously, you would think this is going to be a Christopher Bell dominated race. This is always one of the shortest races of the year, though. So you never know what can happen, but we will see. Got a bunch of Cup drivers in this. You've got Bell, Chase Elliott, Joey Logano, Chastain, Noah Gragson, and then from the other way, not bushwhacker in terms of like, but you have Corey Heim running it from Truck Series. So some different names along with the regulars this time. So yeah, I know college football Saturday. I've been trying to keep an eye on that. It's so weird when once college football starts and NASCAR's not at the same time. It's like, ugh. Man, you guys are all over today. We've got Donna's in Colorado like I am. Lisa's at DuQuoin. Okay, now we're talking. So, yeah, I'm going to be taking off here shortly. Not like immediately today. I'm going to be going to Charlotte for NASCAR Media Day, and then I'm going to be going from there to Atlanta. Going to be driving. Got a long carpool with Jordan Bianchi from Charlotte to Atlanta next Friday. And then I'll be going to Watkins Glen. So I'll be at the first two playoff races. So that should be fun. This was man, tomorrow night's always such a long race. That's going to be like longer than the 600, longer than Coke 600. It takes usually over 4 hours. And oof, it's going to be a long one. But you know what? It's why that race, partly why that race is so special. It's so hard to win, so grueling. And then you have one of the shortest ones today. So you've got, let's see in the chat here. Maybe I should even do a poll. See if I can do a poll before we get this started. Okay. I'm going to ask, who do we have winning? And I'm going to say C-Bell or the field. Because I would take C-Bell. So I want to see what you guys say. I just put the poll in the chat. Oh, we got Jimmy Wags here. Luke says, I've only ever listened to you on the pod and pictured you younger. Hey man, this is what almost 44 looks like. Been doing this a long time. 20 years. Wow, you guys are really out on C-Bell. 78% of you are taking the field? Really? I mean, I don't know, man. I feel like this could be a Seabell absolute runaway. Yeah, I get Chase Elliott's in it, but I don't know. We'll see. This is why it's good to be watching. Well, we got Jason's from New Zealand here. That's awesome. Yeah. Dylan Gooden says the last time we did a live stream, nothing of note happened. That was the Richmond race with Austin Dillon at the end. So what could possibly happen today that could be anywhere close to that in the next 2 hours? That was a longer race too, compared to this one. So we've only got 2 hours. I mean, that's what I'm saying because NASCAR sends out to the media right before each race, they send out estimated time. So the estimated time for today's race, or the average time, is 1 hour, 59 minutes, and 30 seconds. So they're saying 2 hours, and they say green flag at 3:35. So obviously it should start here in a second. Just as a quick reminder, I'm on YouTube TV. Hopefully you can't hear it or it's not bothering you or not delayed. I'm on YouTube TV, so my stream is delayed probably 10 or something seconds, but I have the live scoring monitor from the track up here as well, so I can see when cautions come out, but I don't know necessarily why or what happened. So let me know if I'm missing anything in the chat. Derek Lester makes a good point. Sort of the C Bell effect. People almost forget he's a factor, right? Like you're just like, oh yeah, that guy. Yeah, he's pretty good. I mean, I think I might pick him to win the championship when the playoffs get going here. It might be my championship pick. I know you're like, why? But I don't know. I just think he's been really good at the tracks that matter. All right. Well, I'm going to close the poll since this race is about to start. But yeah, what it says is 3/4 of you say somebody else is going to win today. All right. It's fair. I mean, you say you took the field because Seabell's not a wall rider, but did he not win at Homestead? I mean, maybe he didn't have to as much there, but I don't know. Yeah, interesting. Sorry, I'm just reading the comments there. I might do this tomorrow too, but I don't know if I can do it the whole time. 4 hours or whatever, more than 4 hours. I mean, I don't know if anybody wants to stare at my face for that long, for sure. I need to figure out. I don't really know how to stream yourself watching sports. Do other people have I mean, I can't show the race obviously, but do other people have live results? Has anybody seen any other streamers of NFL games or something, like when they're talking? Like, what do people do? I don't know what people do. They must not have their whole face on the screen the whole time, right? I don't know what OBS is. Oh, Couve one of all people. That's who I should talk to. All right, so we're green, at least on my scoring monitor here, but still not on my TV. So you guys are ahead of me. Yeah, that's what I should probably do. I should probably try to put the leaderboard up, but I'm not good enough at that yet, or I don't think I know how to do that. Okay, thanks for the tips, guys. I appreciate that. Thank you. So on the screen, I'm still. Have you guys started on your screen here? I'm just going green, like right now. and they just crossed into lap 3. So, yeah, I'm 3 laps behind. 3 full laps behind. Oh, man, I hate that. Hate watching from home when you're so far behind. All right. Finally, green flag. So it looks like Bell out to the early lead here. Oh, he's already got over a second lead after 3 laps. So let's see. Oh, we've already got a caution. We've got a caution on lap 4. Something happened. Let's see if we can figure it out. Early caution. I don't know what happened. Let's see. I see Parker Retzloff hasn't completed a lap. He never took the green, I guess. Oh, is that him? Man, yeah, must be Retzloff. Oh, what a miserable last 7 days for this guy. Poor dude. Oh, man, yeah, now I'm seeing it. Oh, I tell you what, dude. This whole Parker Retzloff thing is such crap. It is such crap. I mean, did you guys hear Kyle Busch today? He said Parker Retzloff wasn't even in the meetings where they decide all this and talk about their strategy in the first place. So why is Chevy and presumably RCR so mad at him? Look, I get that, they help prepare that car, they have an ECR engine or whatever, but I don't know if anybody listens to the Money Lap podcast, Landon Castle and Parker Kligerman, another great podcast of many out there. But they had a great point this week talking on their podcast. I mean, Beard Motorsports, it's a customer team, and you're paying, Parker Retzloff, I assume it's his sponsor. He always has the Funkaway sponsor. So I assume it's his sponsor. He goes to get that ride. They pay for the motor, and he's supposed to get the best finish he can too. Yeah, I mean, Chevy, of course they want him to help. Yeah, great. But what would have happened if he did help? Nothing. He doesn't get anything for that. Oh, great. Hey, thanks, man. Thanks, man. And he's forgotten about. I mean, but if he wins the race, I mean, that's a whole career changing kind of thing. I can't believe people are been so mad at him, or people internally. I heard he was pretty down this week. So man, people should be celebrating this kid's second Cup start ever. I'm glad Kyle Busch kind of let him off the hook a little bit, at least when he got asked. But why would oh man, I hate that. For those of you who weren't on my last stream, sometimes I have to wave my hand at my TV because I have the motion sensor thing on and I lost my remote. So if you see me waving, it's at the TV, not somebody. Anyway, poor Retzloff. Poor Retzloff. So it doesn't look like running order changed too much in that. Oh, except this. Logano and Chastain both immediately passed Chase Elliott. They moved up big time. Logano's up to 13th. Chastain's up to 15th. Elliott 17th. Noah Gragson also moved up a lot. He's up to 19th. So you've got some of the Cup guys coming toward the front, even in lesser equipment. Logano's driving the 15 car. Ross Chastain's driving the 92 car. But interesting, they made some moves on that restart right away. But Bell is still in control. So let's see here. The first stage, by the way, it's a 45 lap stage. So we've got 38 to go in this stage. Anyway, yeah, thanks earlier for the, I'll have to go back to the comments and see what you guys were talking about with the streaming stuff and try to work on that. I don't know if I can figure it out between now and tomorrow night, but maybe I can try. Because I mean, if I'm going to be sitting here watching the races at home with you anyway, or at home anyway, I might as well watch them with you guys. If I'm going to be sitting here. No, thank you, Derek. So where do we stand these days with you guys on how you feel about cup drivers being limited in Xfinity and trucks? You know, the established cup drivers can do 5 starts per year, but here they're showing I'm just finally seeing the replay. I'll get back to that in a second. So he starts and then he just just loses power on the start of the race. Dang. Wow. That sucks. Poor dude. Anyway, I was going to ask you, so, obviously the cup guys can't run playoff races or the last regular season race or the dash for cash races, or like in trucks, they can't run the triple truck challenge races. So they're somewhat limited, but I'm personally in favor of how it is now. I didn't love back in the day when a cup driver would just win an Xfinity every single week. I just thought that took a lot away from it. You never really got to know the Xfinity guys that much because you'd be like, wow, some Xfinity guy finished 6th and he was the top finisher after 5 cup guys who we're going to see tomorrow anyway. I mean, that was really it back then when there was no restrictions. But, you do hear the drivers say, hey, I wish I could race against these guys. That's how I learn. So let me put up a poll here and see what you say about this one. All right. I put that up there. I'm just interested to see what you guys think. All right. So we've gone back to green here. Bell, Creed, 1-2 again. Oh, something happened to Logano. Something happened to Logano. I'm not seeing what happened yet, but suddenly he's tumbling back. I think he might be on pit road. He is. Yes, he's off the track right now. I haven't seen it yet. Oh, engine. You guys are saying engine for Logano. Wow. Yeah, he tumbled suddenly down the running order. I still haven't seen it on my screen. Meanwhile, Ross fell back a little bit on that restart too. He's 16th now. Huh, that was so weird. Like, he gets in the wall and then what happens here? I don't understand. Sorry, I'm just seeing the Logano replay. It's so weird. Like he's he's racing and he hits the wall and then you wouldn't think that would have anything to do with an engine issue at all. That's so bizarre. Huh. Wow. Oh, yeah. All right. So now we're seeing Herbst. He's the next one to tumble down the running order here. And Anthony Alfredo seems to have some sort of a problem. Man. Jeez. The attrition has started already with this race, huh? Holy cow. I'm glad they're keeping it green, though. I hope they keep this energy because there's going to be a lot of incidents. And if they call a caution for every single one. All right. Wow. Well, suddenly down to 33 cars on the lead lap. This time, Bell's not getting away as he did last time. That last run, after a few laps, he was already out to 1 point something second lead. This time, 0.8 seconds after 17 laps. So Creed's hanging in there, his teammate. Gregson. Okay, so Gregson started behind Elliott, Chastain, Logano. Gregson was way down. I think he was the lowest Cup driver. Now, except for Bell, Gregson is ahead of all of them. He's up to P14. Elliott 15th, Chastain 16th. SVG's moved up a little bit too. He's 17th. Corey Heim, that guy continues to impress. He's hanging in for Sam Hunt Racing right now, P8. He hasn't dropped at all since he qualified. Oh, now Elliott just passed Gregson and SVG passed Chastain. So I think they're all in 14th to 17th there. Oh, yeah. I think they're showing a little bit now of that. Oh, you're saying Peaceful Tim, you're saying we see an SVG save? I haven't seen it yet, so I need to check that out here. Gosh, I feel so far behind. That's a good question, Jason. I don't know. Let's see. They're finally showing me the save here. I didn't see the save. I guess save to not wreck somebody. Yeah. Joe Graff Jr. in the 19 car, P26. Man. What's the end game there? Obviously you bring money and, you buy one of the JGR seats to prove yourself. I can understand that from like when Ryan Preece did that, or, Ryan Truex being able to get a few rides, or, a few starts, things like that. But like, why Joe Graff Jr., if you're going to get in this great car, but then when you underperform with it, like sort of alarmingly, right? Or like when you're not running well, I don't, it's sort of like does the opposite for your career, right? Doesn't it? Like you almost don't want to be in that position if you are not going to perform in these cars. It'd almost be better to be like, hey, I'm driving for JD Motorsports kind of thing. That's a good point. Grease Vision says, in all the time this race existed, I'm surprised this race was never extended into a 300 miler. Yeah, on Southern 500 weekend. What is this? Has this race always been the same? Now you got me super curious now. Now I got to go look at past Darlington Xfinity races and see what their lengths were. So in Darlington's entire history, whether it's a spring race or a fall race, it's always been 201 miles, except 1983, they had 250 miles. But other than that, it's been 200 every single time, except for weather shortened races or overtime, obviously, but scheduled 200 as it is today. But yeah, interesting why they wouldn't, why they would have never done 300. I don't know. Thank you, Bry or Bree. Maybe it's Bree. I don't know if it's Bry or Bree. Anyway, about the background picks. I had a terrible background. And I was like in the corner of my office over here with the whole crappy bookcase. And my wife and my mom are both like, you got to have a better background, especially when they started putting my podcast, The Teardown, on Dirty Mo Media and sending out all these clips when I'm recording from home. Like, you got it. So I just did like mixed tiles. I don't know if you guys know mixed tiles. I just took Instagram pictures and you just send them like the links of the Instagram pictures or whatever, uploads them. And then they send you like a box of these things and there's adhesive on the back already of these frames. And you just go, so easy, super easy. Let's see here. Mayor up to P2. Oh, Mayor to the lead. Mayor to the lead. Whoa. Okay. Well, hey, now all of you 3/4 of you who said that this wasn't going to be an easy. Oh, we got a caution. Who's this caution for? Let's find out. I'm still not seeing who the caution's for yet. Could it be a Jeremy Clements situation? Oh, debris. Oh, gotcha. Debris. Well, it's going to be a little shootout here for the stage win. Interesting. I thought Bell would have just run away with this. Obviously, I was wrong. It's already a race more than I thought it was going to be. It was great. Easy pass though. Yeah, there's no chance he's going to slide job him there. All right. Let's see here. So what were we talking about right before that? Oh, yeah. Anyway, the quiet track photos. Yeah. Mixed tiles. I'm not a paid endorser, but I like mixed tiles. They're very easy. I need to get more though, because I have like a blank. I thought they would fill my whole background here, but they don't. I have like this tiny section of my wall that has them. All 4 JRM cars in the top 10. Is that right? Interesting. Yeah. Seems like a JRM JGR kind of fight today. Oh, you've got Austin Hill in 4th. Chase Elliott has moved up now. I mean, he's got up to 14th. So, all right. So here's the so right now there's 13 to go in the stage, and so by the time they go back to green, it's probably going to be a 10-lap shootout. By the way, can you hear the TV in background of mine? Because people were saying last time they wanted me to turn it down last stream, so I thought I turned it down enough, but. No, I'm not recording the race, Peaceful Tim. I have it live, or it should be live. Okay, glad you can't hear it. Okay, cool. Cam, I think Jordan's going to be driving because I think he's renting the car because he's driving back from Atlanta to Charlotte, where I'm flying home from Atlanta. So I think he's going to be driving the whole way, but I will definitely be controlling the radio and trying to help him learn some current music, which he really hates, which makes me love it even more. Let's see here. Derek, I mean, send me some suggestions if you want. All right. Peaceful Tim saying I'm so far behind that I should try to redo this and get closer to live. Let's see if I can. Oh, the problems with streaming, huh? Coov says I should just play Blake Shelton Austin over and over again. What would Jordan say to that? Let's see. All right, let's see if I can catch up with this here. I do, Darren, I still do have 12 questions in podcast form. A lot of people think I don't because it's not on the teardown feed. What happened was when we moved the teardown over from the Athletic to Dirty Mo Media, I mean, the teardown is, or sorry, the 12 questions is something that I get for the Athletic, right? Like, so I can't take the Athletics content and put it on Dirty Mo Media for free because the Athletic is paying me to go get the content, right? Like the interviews at the track. So I can't put it out there for free. So it has to be, as Peaceful Tim says here, through the, it's on the podcast, but it's through the Athletics app, which stinks because then people can't get it through their regular app. A lot of people don't want to go to another app just to listen to one podcast, but that's where I have to put the 12 questions podcast, but they still do exist. They still do exist. If you're looking for them. Oh man, you want Jordan to get more professional looking headphones. So back in the day, I don't know if you guys remember this, but like 50 Cent was involved with Swan Racing. It was like Cole Witt and Parker Kligerman's team. Short-lived team. And he sponsored that. Like 50 Cent had some headphones, and they gave them out to everybody. And Jordan, um, not the most technologically savvy person. Anyway, he's struggled with some of his listening stuff, or his headphones, his mic, all that stuff. So now he's got these headphones, but he didn't have any ones that could block out and work with this. Anyway, so he dug these old headphones out that had been, I mean, these are like over 10 years old, obsolete technology, and he hasn't got any new headphones. So he still uses these, and they look like as old as they are. So we're back to green here with 9 laps to go. We're going to get a Sam Mayer stage win. Let's see who's leading in playoff points right now. Would you have guessed that Sam Mayer is only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th in playoff points in Xfinity? This would be his 12th playoff point of the year. So 2 wins, and he would have 2 stage wins if he's able to finish this off. But Bell's right there. I think the Holler Heist team was what turned into the NY Racing, I think, right? Not Swan. Oh, so 7 to go now in the stage, and Mayer has a half-second lead. Bell's not going to let him get away. This is always a track. Oh, something happened to Mayer. You guys, something happened to Mayer. What just happened? Something happens here coming up. We got to watch. I'm still not there yet. Have you guys seen it yet? Something happens to Mayer because he plummets down the running order suddenly. He must have. Oh. Oh. Spins and everything. Did he try to spin on purpose there, by the way, and they didn't give him a caution? How did that even just hit the wall? Huh? Yeah, it looks like he's wiggling like his tire was flat, though. Wow, that's a turn of events, huh? It's been kind of an eventful race already. Huh. Go figure. Well, so much for that. The Superman celebration's been called off. Oh, it's Sammy Smith too in the wall, huh? Wow, boy, this has turned sour for JRM suddenly. Oh yeah, Extreme Motorsports, by the way. That's right, Justin Hauser. Thank you for that. Going back to the Holler. But yes, I agree with I don't know if it's Nailers or Ailers. Anyway. Yes, NASCAR keeping this stuff green. Thank you. This is some good officiating. There's not a reason to call the caution, so don't call the caution. Letting it play out. I hope they, if he did try to cause a caution on purpose, even if they didn't give it to him, I hope that's a penalty because that really needs to be discouraged. All right. So, sorry for the spoilers here. We're at 1 lap to go. Christopher Bell has a 0.3-second lead. So this should be a stage win for Christopher Bell over Austin Hill. And, oh, hold on. Caution before the stage ended. Caution on the last lap of the stage. They did not take something must have happened. Let's see what happened. Can we tell? Oh, oh man, what a miserable last 13 laps for Junior Motorsports. Holy crap. Oh my goodness. Who is the jinx? Who is the I need to scroll up and say, and who is pointing out all four? It was Nailers, or how do you say your name? Tell me how you say your name. NH Ailers, whatever. You said all 4 JRM cars in the top 10. And then, oh, it all went south. Oh man. Brandon Jones wreck. Sam Mayer has his problem. Allgaier 7th. Sammy Smith had hit the wall, but at least they both finished top 10 for the stage. But man. Anyway, that's the end of the stage. Oh, SVG wrecked him. Okay. SVG wrecked the 9. Wow. Okay. I'll need to get an explanation for that one. Well, Toby Christie's saying that Toby Christie tweeted that Jones was already spinning when SVG arrived at the scene. So maybe that's what happened. Oh, NH Ehlers. Oh, NH Ehlers. Okay, gotcha. Sorry. So was SVG trying to just gas up and get around him then as he was getting loose, I guess? I mean, SVG doesn't seem like a dirty type of driver that way. Hey Victor, I'll be at the Glen. Yep, looking forward to seeing you. Let's see here. Okay, they're playing SVG's radio now. Said he misjudged. Oh, Yeah, that's not intentional. I mean, it's not good, but I mean, Jones might be mad, but it's not intentional. Good point, Dylan. This is always such a fun Xfinity cars at Darlington. Doesn't get much better than that. Who would you guys think is the championship favorite for the Xfinity Series right now? I mean, what do you think? It's tough. Justin Allgaier is the points leader, but are you looking at Allgaier as the guy that's going to go all the way? Mm, Cole Custer, Chandler Smith, Austin Hill, Allmendinger, Herbst, Creed. I mean, here's the thing about Creed. Like, yeah, he's finished second. But when he's fast, I mean, that's the kind of guy where he could put it together. He could win a race and all of a sudden it sort of unlocks everything. He actually leads the series in top 5 finishes. Sheldon Creed does. But he's only led 49 laps, where like Justin Allgaier's led 570 laps. So actually, so this is what's interesting. So Sheldon Creed leads the series in top 5s. Like I said, he has 10 top 5s. But in laps led, let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. He's 16th. He's 16th in laps led in the series. But he's first in top 5s. So it's just that little speed. Yeah, I could see an argument for Austin Hill. All right, should we do a poll? Let's do another poll. Okay. I'll do Allgaier, Hill, or other. Is that cool? Or should I add somebody else? Because most of you guys said, you know what? Maybe I'll put Custer. I'll put Allgaier, Hill, Custer, or other. All right. There's the poll. Let's see what you guys say. So Allgaier's the early. No, Allgaier's getting all the votes. Interesting. I don't know how to say this nicely, but I don't know. I just don't trust them. There's something bad seems to happen to them at some point or another. I mean, he's won 2 races this year, but how many could he have won? So yeah, Hill definitely doesn't have many friends out there. But yeah, I mean, you guys are going with Allgaier for the favorite. So Allgaier career. He has Final Four appearances in, let's see, 6 of the last 8 years. He's made the Final Four, I think. I think that's right. Can that be right? Six times in the last 8 years he's made the Final Four. And he's a points leader this year. But no championships. No championships. Long awaited first championship, perhaps. Oh, Algeier says hotter than normal, huh? Some of those Cup guys might fall out of the seat tomorrow night. That's going to be a long race, hot. If those cool suits fail, you're cooked. You are cooked. But yeah, so Justin Allgaier, I mean, this guy, he just turned 38. So, of course, David Smith, the great motorsports analytics guy, came up years ago with the thing that NASCAR driver's peak age is age 39. So Justin's coming into his prime there. Maybe he gets that first title. This says the reason that they didn't go green until now, Toby Christie, the pace car driver reportedly missed pit road entrance, which is why they had to add another caution lap. So here's an interesting stat. Chad Fincham, according to Steven Stumpf, Chad Fincham put on new tires under the debris caution and went from 34th to 8th in those last 10 laps of the last stage. Oh, we've got another caution. Another caution. I don't know who it is yet. Kyle Weatherman now. Sheldon Creed takes the lead, and Kyle Weatherman's in the wall. So there's a caution. The attrition so far. Well, this race may be taking longer than the 2 hours that they thought it was going to. Jason Rowland or Roland. Anyway, he says Creed setting himself up well for a runner-up finish. He has the all-time record. Oh, that was a pretty hard hit for Weatherman. Man, that was crazy. Just went right up on the wall. Am I surprised Allmendinger going back to Cup full time? I am surprised. I guess all they're figuring is, hey, just like, with SVG in a way, right? Like all it takes, you've got to win one road course race. If you can win us one road course race, our entire season is worth it. Our entire season's turned around. Look at Harrison Burton with Daytona, right? All it takes is one great day, and aren't there going to be 5 regular season road courses next year, right? I think you're going to have Coda, Sonoma, Watkins Glen, Mexico City, Chicago Street Course. That's 5. And then you've got Roval in the playoffs. So unless I'm missing one, right? 5 chances if you're Colleague and AJ Allmendinger to get in the playoffs. I mean, what's the point of keeping him in Xfinity anyway? Let's see. So we're at 36 laps to go in this stage under caution. Let's see. So we've already had 4 cautions. I wonder how that stacks up to some of these previous. Without looking on Racing Reference, don't cheat. Let's see. What do you guys think? What do you guys think is the track record for cautions at Darlington for Xfinity? There's been 68 Xfinity races at Darlington. And the track record for cautions has happened, same number has happened 4 times. Nobody's got it yet. Nobody's got it yet in the comments. And there's some close. You're close, but nobody's got it yet. You guys are all over on either side of it. Philip got it. It's 10. He's the first one that said 10. And Jonathan right behind him. Philip Hetzler, you got it. 10 is the answer. They happened 2023 spring race. It happened, that was a Kyle Larson win. 2009 spring race, Matt Kenseth. 2007 spring race, Denny Hamlin. And 1984 spring race, Ron Bouchard. So we're already at 4 cautions. We're going to get a 5th for stage 2. I mean, they don't seem to be calling cautions today. They don't seem to be calling them out frequently if they don't need them, but I don't know if we'll get the track record. But I mean, there's, we're 56 laps in, 90 to go, 91 to go. Something to keep an eye on. Something to keep an eye on at least. In the spring in this race, for what it's worth, there was only 5 cautions the whole race. So we are now guaranteed to get that before the end of stage 2. So this is trending up in terms of cautions. Last year's race, the fall race, Darlington for Xfinity, got 7 cautions. I think Marcus Ambrose is too old now. The room in between. So how old is he? He's 47. I guess he's not too old, but I think he's probably had his time. Crasham says, "Are we watching Drafty Car?" How many of you? Let's take a poll here. Here's the next poll, because I'm writing a story this week about Drafty Car. I'm very excited about it, and I want to know. Let's see. All right, I'm starting a poll. Do you play Drafty Car? I want to see how many people are playing it. Yeah, I'm very excited about it. I talked to the creator for a while, Brian, on the phone the other day, and doing it all himself. I'm with you, EGBVR. I get wrecked. When I get wrecked from behind. I've tried to increase my downforce on it. I'm in the truck series now. So I graduated from rookie series, and I thought I would be doing okay in trucks, but I'm in my 2nd season of trucks, and I just am having a hard time finishing races. I only have 1 truck win. Hard game. It's a hard game. Really fun though. I think he's really nailed it. That's the best NASCAR game to come along in a while. The attention to detail he plays. Dylan, you said go to the apron to let them go. That's probably what I should do, but I'm like, no, I don't want to lose all my, they're coming with a huge run, and maybe I can block them. Yeah, it's probably just it's not going to work, is it? You're just going to get wrecked. Really fun game. A lot of the drivers are starting to play it too, I believe. Bubba was talking about it, posted on his Instagram about it the other day. He said his wife's playing it. I knew what you were trying to say when you were typing ends. I knew you were trying to type DNFs. I do make bad blocks though, Steven. And I've had drivers yell at me. I've gotten booed when I've won. But you know what? My villain meter, from hero to villain, I'm maxed out on hero. So I'm a pretty clean driver overall, I feel like. I'm pretty clean. I don't just wreck everybody. But hey, I mean, when you're 4 wide and you try to take my spot in the low lane, if I have to move you out of there and you happen to wreck, I mean, sorry. So 29 laps ago on the stage. We're 60 laps into the race, by the way, 86 to go. Bell has got a decent little lead. Let's see what happened to our Cup guys. What's their progress? So you've got Gregson up to 12th, Elliott 13th, Chastain 17th. And now Noah up to 11th. They just showed it, him passing Jesse Love there. Man, Noah really, really, really runs good in that 30 car. That's been really impressive. Because I don't think anybody else has run well in that, right? Like nobody else has been like, oh wow, they're that 30 car. They're really taking that. The Rhett Jones. Now I need to look. Who else has even run that? All right. So I'm going to Rhett Jones. So Noah, by the way, is 3 for 3 in top 10s in that car this year. Oh, Justin Lofton way back is the only other one that's run in Xfinity for them. But yeah, Noah's the only one that's run that Xfinity car for them. So they've only made 3 Xfinity starts, at least since 2010. 3 Xfinity starts, and he's 3 for 3 in top 10s, and he's got a top 5 and looking like he might get another top 10 potentially today. Pretty impressive. Because you have to think they're a pretty small team. I mean, they don't even last ran ARCA in 2022, last ran trucks in 2020 with Spencer Davis. So interesting. You think it's possible Noah is underrated? Tony Bowen from Australia. Good day, Tony. Do I see him winning on an oval? SVG? Not anytime soon. But I just think his talent is such that his adaptability, he's going to figure it out. But I don't think he's going to win in an Xfinity in this year on an oval. And then him going to Cup, he's not going to, I just don't, it's too hard. I mean, if he runs 25th on most ovals in Cup next year, that'll be impressive. He really just got to keep learning and take what he can get at Cup, but it really doesn't matter because it's going to be all about the road courses and just trying to get in the playoffs through road courses, right? That's the game. I don't know if the Rhett Jones car is a SHR affiliate car. That's a good question. I mean, Mark Rhett, the team owner, is listed as the crew chief himself. So I'm asking Chris Knight about the 30 car since he's the master of Xfinity and trucks knowledge. He might know. All right. Sorry, I'm catching up on the comments now. Dan Dannison, what's your realistic expectations for JPM at the Glen? I don't know. I think it's changed so much, and he's never driven this car except at a test. And the road courses, the drivers are a whole lot better than they used to be. A whole lot better than when he was racing full time. So I think it's going to be tough. And he's 48 years old, I think. Um, so I mean, if he finishes 15th, that would be pretty good. He's still a great driver. I did a 12 questions with him the other day. It's going to come out during Watkins Glen week, and he was saying this is the first year that he hasn't been in a car full time, on purpose, but he's not going to come out and say, I'm retired because he's like, I don't announce anything, but he got this call and he's like, oh, sure. Why not? So, I don't know if he's going to light the world on fire. I don't think he's going to contend, but I mean, it's a 2311 car. He'll be able to look at Reddick's notes. So that'll help. But let's see. If the point standings didn't reset due to wins, Brady says, and it was just total points earned, what do I think would be realistic for SVG next year? Man, that's tough. So if it was just points, like full season points, where do I think SVG would be in the standings? Yeah, I mean 26th, 27th in the standings. Even with road courses, I think it's going to be really hard. I mean, cuz let me so okay. I'm looking at drivers around 25th, 26th in the standings right now in Cup. So 24th in the standings is Noah, who we think you actually go, oh wow, Noah's had some pretty good runs this year. He has 7 top 10s. Stenhouse, Jones, Priest. That's 24th through 27th in the standings. So, and then you've got Hemrick, Dillon, Haley, Nemechek, LaJoy, Zane Smith, Harrison Burton. So, where is SVG going to outrun a lot of those guys, right? Like Suarez, for instance, is 17th in points. Yeah, he's in the playoffs because of his win, but he's 17th in points. And he has got a lifetime of experience in ovals. Hocevar's 21st in point. Gilliland 20th. So I mean, that's really tough to crack a top 20. I just really I cannot see him cracking the top 20. He could get top 5 on every road course, and that's tough, man. That's tough. That's tough. All right. So 14 laps to go. And you've got Bell with a 0.8 second lead in stage 2 here. We just passed the halfway point, by the way. And guess what? Just past the halfway point, and it's at 1 hour exactly. So NASCAR's estimation of a 2-hour race so far, they are on track for it. And we haven't had another caution since then, since that last one we were talking about with when I was saying, oh, watch out for the 10. Oh, what happened? Oh, Bell just had contact with the lap car. You guys see that? What? What is Greg Van Alst doing? Oh my God. Did you guys see that? What? Where was Greg Van Alst going? Whoa. That was a lead change because of a lapped car. Oh my. Oh man, I bet Bell is pissed for that. Pissed with that. Chris Knight, by the way, says that there is a SHR affiliation, as somebody else just said here. Let's see if there's radio chatter for. Yeah, I guess no radio chatter. Almonding with smoke in the cockpit. Okay. 10 laps to go in stage 2, by the way. Let's see. How are we looking here? I'm surprised Chase Elliott's not getting in the top 10. He's 12th in that 17 car. Oh, Racing Underdogs just tweeted that Greg Van Alst is being told that he's not meeting minimum speed at the moment. So his last lap time was 35 and a half seconds, and the leaders are running 33.3 seconds. So Greg Van Alst is over 2 seconds slower than the leaders when he got in Bell's way. This would be a big hey, did you hear that? Jeff Burton talking about how Sheldon Creed leads the series in top fives. We were ahead of the game on that one, you guys. Let's see how many playoff where does he rank in playoff points? That's what I'm trying to figure out now. Sheldon Creed. Wow. Sheldon Creed, 0 playoff points. 0. Wow. You would have thought he would have won a stage at some point, no? Sheldon Creed doesn't even have any stage wins this year in a JGR car? And all those second place finishes and leads in top fives? How does he not have a single stage win? That's wild. I did not know that. Did you guys, was that known? Did everybody know that? I didn't know that. Huh. Well, he's headed toward a stage win right now. 5 to go in this stage. Sheldon Creed's lead is down to 0.6 seconds. So Bell is not out of it, but there's also not a lot of, there's not a ton of incentive for Bell to take this playoff point away from his teammate. You know, if he finishes second, who cares, right? Like, you just think your crew chief's going to get your crew's picker's going to get you out faster. I mean, I know he wants to win the race, but I don't think he needs to force the issue to try to pass Creed, right? Like I wouldn't do that. Let Creed have a playoff point. All right, we're down to 3 laps to go in stage 2, and the margin is now 0.9 seconds. So unless Creed messes this up, looking like we're going to see his first playoff point, first stage win of the season. How many did he have last year? Let's look. Wow, Sheldon Creed only had 4 playoff points last year, and I think part of those was them finishing in the top 10 of the standings, I guess. So he doesn't win stages very often. All right. Last lap of stage 2 is coming up here. It's going to be a pretty short run to the finish. It's only going to be 50 something laps to the finish. All right. Well, there you go. Sheldon Creed is going to get a stage win. All right. There you go. Sheldon Creed has his first playoff point of the season, first stage win of the season. He's going to need a lot more than that if he's going to really contend for the championship. But Christopher Bell almost catches him at the end. Wait, what happened? He almost blew it. He almost blew it. Oh, wow. He almost erased an entire. David Starr got in Creed's way. Oh my gosh. Yeah, he still got it anyway. Whoa, I was talking about that. That was like a foregone conclusion when I saw he was 0.9 seconds. Anyway, so you've got Allmendinger third, Sammy Smith fourth, Justin Allgaier fifth, Cole Custer, Austin Hill, Parker Kligerman, Noah Gragson ninth, Chase Elliott 10th. Okay, so Chase Elliott's gotten himself in the top 10 now. No huge surprises other than that outside. Although Corey Heim, remember he was having such a good run earlier. He's 24th now, so I don't know what happened with that. Ross Chastain in the 92. That's not DGM's not great equipment. He's 17th, and Carson Kvapil, he's 16th. But other than that, I mean, pretty much the people that you would think would be in the top 10, maybe Chandler Smith, Jesse Love. But other than that, that's who you'd think. So pretty much a powerhouse filled top 10 with no shocks, no surprises at the moment. Oh, Heim got a flat. Grease Vision says, thank you. I missed that. Did they say that on TV? It's hard to, if they said it, it's hard because I have to keep the volume low enough when I'm watching the stream. So I can't hear what the announcers are saying. Got the captions on. All right. Well, we're an hour and 9 minutes into this race. We got 55 to go. So by the time they do pit stops, it's going to be, stage 1 and 2 were both 45 laps each. So it's almost divided into thirds. So it's going to be pretty quick here. Probably going to have like a 30 minute stage to see what happens. Grease Vision says that the team said it on Twitter. Well, thank you for letting us know that, because I would have missed that. Julie wants to know, there's lots of Cup drivers in this race. Any particular reasons why? So, you're limited to 5 Cup races a year, but you can't do any races in the Xfinity playoffs. You can't do any of the Dash for Cash races, and you cannot do the last Xfinity race before the playoffs begin, the regular season finale. And so there's only 2 more races after today where Cup drivers could even do an Xfinity race this year. So I think it's just they're running out of time. They have some starts left. The ones that want to do it are jumping in while they can, because pretty soon they're not going to be able to run any of these races. And the last 2 races are the next 2 weeks. So the Cup guys could run Atlanta, but I doubt that many would want to, because nobody wants to get hurt in a super speedway race, and Watkins Glen. So if I'm not mistaken, the Cup guys can run Watkins Glen. That is going to be a star-filled Xfinity race. And you're going to have Connor Zilisch making his debut for Junior Motorsports in that race, his Xfinity Series road course debut. So that should be interesting. Man, you'll have SVG, Allmendinger, Zilich. I mean, maybe I don't know if you get a Larson or an Elliott. What are my thoughts on Milwaukee not getting a truck race next year? Man, this is such a difficult thing because first of all, I've never been to Milwaukee, but everybody says, it's such a historic track and such an important place for motorsports. And, everybody's, when it's not on the schedule, either for NASCAR or IndyCar, everybody's always like, oh, you got to go back to Milwaukee, got to go to Milwaukee, and, it's like every time they go, it feels like nobody shows up. They don't get good crowds. And it's like, how many times can you say, we got to be in this market? We got to go to this market, and nobody goes. It's like, dang. I mean, they've got this IndyCar race. They just had trucks. Now they've got IndyCar there this weekend. And I mean, they're talking, they might get 15,000. Like they're hoping to get that. Like if that, it's tough. It's a tough look. Everybody's like, go to ovals, go to, do all this stuff. But oh, Steven says he's from Rockford. He never got to go to Chicagoland. I bet someday. Don't you think? Because I don't think the Chicago street race will last forever, right? Like it's a 3-year deal. Maybe you saw Adam Stern report they're looking at San Diego. So I think and they've kept Chicagoland in good shape, from what I understand. So I think if Chicago street race goes away, they'll still want to be in Chicago. These cars are obviously fantastic at intermediate tracks right now. Makes a ton of sense. They could just go to Chicago, right? Chicagoland, I mean. So I think that I think Chicagoland will reopen at some point. I really do. Oh, Julie, let's go NASCAR to Australia. That would be awesome. Australia is on my bucket list to visit. How about Surfers Paradise? Can we do that? Where should NASCAR run, Julie? Where do you want to see NASCAR run if we come down under there? Bathurst. Wow. Dylan, you're saying you race in Bathurst and iRacing, and it works for Cup cars? Oh, Julie's on endorsing Bathurst as well. Okay, well, Brady, could you imagine Jordan doing his best work on a Saturday night in Australia? Caleb, my man Caleb. What's wrong with this argument? If Bowman and Gray can get a date in February, then they should consider having the championship race at Kansas. I mean, early November in Kansas can't be any colder than February. Well, it probably could be colder, yeah. But I mean, if you're going to go to football weather, why don't you just go to the best track? Go to Kansas. I'd be out. I mean, that'd be awesome. I think be a spectacular finale. Holy crap! All right, back to green here. 51 to go in this race. I think the estimated time might get beat here as well. We're at 1 hour and 16 minutes. I don't know why I'm obsessed with the time today. All right, Bell Creed 1-2. It's been like this almost the entire race. It feels like except when Sam Mayer took over and then promptly had his problem. Julie, that'd be awesome if you come to a tweet up. We'd love to have a tweet up in Australia. Peaceful Tim still taking the field. He's not ready to concede that Bell was the good pick over the field. I'm still holding on to that. Oh, NH Ehlers says, what a save by Elliott. I haven't seen it yet. I'm waiting for it. Show me, TV. Show me. Show me the Elliott save, please. NH Ehlers, how are you so far ahead of me? I still haven't seen it. God, I hate streaming. I still haven't seen the Elliott save. Where's the Elliott save? Please. Where is it? $100 down, 47 to go. Oh, it was in the background during the restart. Man. How are you guys feeling about Rick Allen moving out of the booth for Lee Diffie, but still doing Xfinity? You like the Lee Diffie move? Where you guys land on Lee Diffie? Should we do a poll on that too? Let's do a poll. All right. There's your next poll. Let's see what you guys think. I'm with you guys in the comments so far. Derek Lester, I like Rick a lot. That said, it was an amazing move. Diffie's just untouchable. Katie Fitzpatrick, Rick is good, but Lee is great. Lee Diffie's phenomenal. Yeah. Yeah, 85% right now for Lee Diffie in the poll. I mean, he's just at another level. I mean, I feel bad, but Lee Diffie is one of the premier motorsports announcers in the world. I mean, he's just so good. Makes it sound so exciting too. Just like it makes it sound like his enthusiasm makes it sound like very important, and you got to be like, oh, you're like, it makes you want to get into it more or something, which is big for races. These long races. It feels like the moments matter. I mean, I don't know how much you guys watch IndyCar, but he was great on IndyCar. And like Indy 500 qualifying, he made those laps sound so freaking amazing. All right, so we're at almost 40 to go, 41 to go. And after that little exchange there with Creed and Hill, Bell is now starting to pull away. Bell is now up over 3 seconds on Austin Hill with 41 to go. So this may be butt stomping time. Chase Elliott's up to 8th. Oh, what happened to Gregson? Gregson down to 19th. We were singing his praises. What happened? I missed it. I wonder what went down there. Must have had a bad restart or something. I didn't notice. Shannon Lee moved over, yes, because IndyCar is moving to Fox, so NBC wasn't going to have a place for Lee Diffie, who is like, again, phenomenal. So they said, all right, let's put him on NASCAR. And then Rick Allen is not going to be re-signed. So they said, okay, well, why don't we just start this transition a little bit early, and we'll move Lee Diffie over after the Olympics and just get him started, get his feet wet for next year and go through the end of this season, the playoffs and all that stuff. So I don't know what Rick will end up doing. Um, I really don't know. I don't know if he, you know, obviously, you've got Amazon and TNT coming in. I don't know what they'll do. I don't know what the CW does. And I don't know what IndyCar does for Fox. Who's the IndyCar announcer? So does Rick Allen do that? So I don't know. Rick Allen is going to be, he's not signed to CW, as far as I know, but he's moving to, they're taking these NBC races and they're going to be putting them on CW for Xfinity, for the playoffs. So he will be calling them for CW, but they're basically going to be NBC races and they're just throwing them on CW because NBC wants to clear off they're losing it with NBC losing Xfinity. They're like, all right, you know what? We'll cut ties. Fine. You want it? Great. Well, this will free up some Saturday college football programming for us for USA and NBC kind of stuff. So they're like, great, take it. You want it? CW wants to get a head start. We'll give you our whole broadcast. Well, you just put it on there. So that's why he's going to be calling those races for CW, but it's still through NBC. Basically, I know it's kind of weird. $35 to go, and this is turning into a rout. 3.8 seconds last lap. 3.8 seconds again. So they're matching lap times. But Austin Hill, P2, Sheldon Creed, P3, Cole Custer, Justin Allgaier, Allmendinger, Sammy Smith, Chase Elliott, 8th, Kligerman, 9th. Kligerman's still doing what he needs to do for the cut line, right? Let's see. Kligerman. Yeah, Kligerman's up like over 40 points on the cut line now. So 54. Yeah, I'm trying to do the. Oh yeah, even more because I was forgetting the Sieg Texas win. Or no, wait. Sorry. I'm making that up. I had Sieg beating Mayer in my mind at Texas in that super close finish that got kind of overshadowed. Yeah, in terms of Kligerman and Sieg, it's 46 points right now. You guys think Custer's charging? Oh yeah. What happened to Hill? How did Hill? Why is he losing speed? Oh, I see. He's trying to get debris off too. Okay. Sorry, I missed that. All right. Well, let's see if See if Custer's making up any ground on Creed. I think, I mean, either way, it's too far back, right? Cole Custer, he can't get all the way up there in 31 laps with Bell being as fast as he is, clean air, right? Let's see here. We got he's still 0.8 seconds behind. Custer's still 0.8 seconds behind Creed, so it's going to take a while. $30 to go. I think he's just, Bell's saving his stuff now. He knows he's not going to be an idiot and just drive away recklessly and burn up his tires. Oh, Letart's saying, though, that he wants to see more pace out of him? I mean, I think he's saving his stuff. What do you guys think? I think they're building this up for nothing. I think Bell, I don't know. I could be wrong. Whoa. All right. He looked a little loose on that one. Okay. So yeah, he's okay. Maybe there's some lap time. Yeah, you're right. Half second that time. Creed's now 2.5 back, but Custer's not gaining though. He's 3.7 back. So Creed's making up some time all of a sudden for sure. Oh, SVG moving Clickerman out of the way. Interesting. SVG, where are my Aussies and New Zealanders at? My Kiwis. SVG into the top 10 on an oval. Oh, Creed down to 2.3 seconds now, folks. Okay. Here comes the next one. 2.4. Oh, didn't we just say 2.3 last lap? Now it's 2.4. I was getting all excited as if it was going to keep taking lap time off, and it was Bell gained on him by a tenth that time. Carson Kvapil gets Chandler Smith out of the way there. I thought Chandler Smith would have some better runs than he's had too. Still 2.4 seconds, by the way. Oh, now 2.6. Oh, okay. Bell is gaining time back, guys. So maybe it was Creed using his tires up too much. Is that possible? And Bell's been conserving enough that Creed is 2 straight laps lost lap time. Unless Creed's in traffic, we can't really tell from the shot that they're showing here. All right, here's the next lap time. Back to 2.4 seconds. So they're kind of trading time now. All right, time for another poll. We gotta put our money where our mouth is here. You gotta weigh in. Does Creed catch C Bell? I'm going to say no. Oh, wait. It's down to 2 seconds, you guys. It's down to 2 seconds with 22 to go. Oh, that was a point 0.4 seconds in one lap. Man, Creed's going to have to work for this one. He's under 1.9 seconds. He's going to have to work for this one to get his first career win. Yeah, that would be a big time earning it if he tracked C-Bell down from 3.7 seconds back or whatever over the course of a long run and passed him for the win. Passed a two-time Final Four driver. That would be a big statement. Big way to get your first win. Or he could finish second yet again for a record amount of time. What was it, 11th or something? 11th time finishing second. I think Michigan was his last one that tied the record or broke the record. Let's see here. $20 to go, 1.7 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, Michigan was his 11th second place finish. He's never won. So he's en route to either potentially his 12th second place finish or his first career win with 19 to go. Oh, they just said Sammy Smith cool suit failed. Is that right? Oh, Sammy Smith cussing at his team. That's never good, by the way. That's never good. Well, I don't like when the younger kids who brought sponsorship are screaming at the team kind of thing. I just hate how that comes off. I really do. I don't like that. Making grown men sound like idiots and yelling at them, berating them. I mean, you can say, "Hey, this doesn't help me. I need something else." But why do you got to curse him? I get hot in there and stuff, but man, who might have a tire going down? They said, "Oh, Austin Hill." Oh, okay. Replay of Chase Elliott and Austin Hill here. Austin Hill roughing up Chase Elliott. Oh, that's going to go over really great. That's going to go over so well. All right. Anyway, it's still 1.6 seconds, so it's kind of stabilized for Bell. 16 to go. All right, let's look at Bell's history. Wow, did you hear that? They've never had a caution-free final stage at Darlington. After that fourth caution came out before the end of stage 2, and we were like, "Oh, it's going to be." Well, I shouldn't say you guys. I'll blame it on myself. Oh, let's talk about track record for cautions. There are going to be so many cautions. They had the stage 2 caution. That's number 5. They haven't had another one. All right. Anyway, so C Bell has 18 career Xfinity wins. He's got, he's never won at Darlington? Wow. I would have thought he had. I guess Denny Hamlin usually wins all these races. C Bell, best career Darlington Xfinity finish is 4th. He's gone 34th, 4th, and 7th. Christopher Bell until today had never led a lap in any of his Xfinity starts, any of his 3 Xfinity starts. Hadn't led a single lap. Now he has led 99 today and counting, 99 laps. Oh, Creed within 1.1 seconds. Oh, buddy. Oh, the game is on, folks. Oh, there's nobody coming to save you at this point unless there's a caution. You can get some new tires. What you have is what you have. 1.1 seconds with 13 to go. Let's see what it is next time. 0.7 seconds with 12 to go. This should be a Sheldon Creed win. Now, I say that given that you could have said that maybe 11 other times, but still, this is going to be a great shot for Sheldon Creed here to get his first victory. Finally, is he going to do it? Is he going to do it? See what it is next time by. He's really chopping to that lead now. .6. So he's took another 10th off, 1/10, 11 to go, 0.6 seconds. Nobody else in the picture. Justin Allgaier is now third, but he's 4.7 seconds back. It's just these two JGR cars. Oh my goodness. Wow. Here we go. Next time by, it's still 0.6. Still 0.6. They were even that time. 10 to go. Even lap time. So no gain. Oh, is he going to plateau? Is he going to stall out here with his progress? 10 to go. Coming to 9 to go. Let's see what the time is this time. It was 0.6. Now it is 0.2. Oh my goodness. Something just happened. Something just happened to make this gain. Oh my goodness. He took 0.4 seconds off that lap. I don't know if Bell gets the wall here coming up on the replay or what, but Creed made a huge gain. Bell did hit the wall. Oh boy. Creed is hungry. Creed can't possibly lose this, right? This is going to be actually super cringe if Creed does not win yet again. New leader. We have a new leader. Sheldon Creed has taken the lead. 8 to go. Bell's going to use everything he can now, everything he's got in the playbook. See if he can track him back down. You know, Bell still wants this win. Is Creed going to run too hard, burn his tires off? I mean, it doesn't seem like Bell has much left. Creed. Do you feel the need? The need for Creed. 7 to go. And he's 0.6 seconds. He's pulling away. Are we going to witness? Last time on the feed, we witnessed Austin Dillon's crazy, insane attempt to win Richmond. Now we could be watching Sheldon Creed's first career win after all these bridesmaid. Okay, I've got another poll coming. Got another poll coming. Hey, you guys called it. Peaceful Tim, you called it, man. You said Bell's not running the walls well. Doesn't run the walls well. What should my tweet be? Crash him once it says it should be with arms wide open. Oh, it's a caution. Oh, it's not over yet. Creed. Oh, Creed's gonna have to fend somebody off because Allmendinger's in the wall or something. Oh my gosh. Oh man. It's not over yet. Oh, Custer in the wall. Allmendinger got into him or something. Oh my goodness. And now there's going to be a pit stop. JFB 48. You said right before I feel caution coming. Oh my goodness. What else can happen to Sheldon Creed? He had this. He had it. There's the big damage for Allmendinger on the replay. Holy cow. Oh man. Oh. Oh boy. Short run speed for Bell. Oh no. Oh, poor. Well, Creed's really gonna. If Creed wins this one, he's really gonna have to earn it. He is really gonna have to earn it. I'm gonna end the poll because I just jinxed him with this poll that it was over. Oh man, maybe he will get choked up in the interview because he's lost another one. I didn't say it would be a winning interview. Man, that is crazy. This guy. What else can happen to this guy? What else can happen? Oh my goodness. Oh my God. Can you guys believe this? Wait, was his crew chief actually really considering staying out? Who would stay out? Nobody would stay out here with as old their tires are. That's suicide. There's no chance. I mean, absolutely not. Anybody that stays out here is not even going to finish in the top 10. No way. I don't care if it's 2 laps. No way. You cannot stay out. You cannot stay out front. No way. Nobody takes. Yeah, I agree with what Burton just said. They'll be running 15th. That's insane. Who would even consider that? This is the biggest I don't care if you're 23rd, last car in the lead lap. Do not stay out. I wouldn't take 2 tires either, honestly. Moses Roman, one of my favorite people from Twitter. All right, it's going to be overtime either way. But who does the better pit stop here? Who does the better pit stop? Okay, Sheldon Creed's pit stop is uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, Sheldon Creed 15-second pit stop. Oh no, Sheldon Creed. Oh no. Sheldon Creed 15 seconds. Allgaier 17.8. What happened there? Oh, Bell got like a 13-second pit stop. Oh, Creed. Oh, he's third. You guys. Oh my God. That was the worst. You had 2 13-second pit stops and Sheldon Creed had a 15-second pit stop. Oh man, I feel so bad for this dude. Oh man, he is cooked. Oh man. Brutal. Man, I hope Sheldon Creed has some good friends who can put this into perspective for him. I mean, he's challenging for wins, but the guy cannot catch a freaking break. I mean, he's probably not even going to finish second now, so he doesn't have to worry about his streak or his adding to the record. Man, here's the highlight reel of Sheldon Creed heartbreaks. Oh my goodness. By the way, time check on our 2-hour thing. We're at 1 hour and 47 minutes right now. So unless there's multiple overtimes, it's not going to get 2 hours. Are you guys wanting to do this again tomorrow? Do you want to you want me to keep doing this kind of stuff if for the races I'm at home? Obviously I'm not home all the time. Okay. All right. We're having fun. All right. That's cool. That's cool. All right. We'll do it. I'll try to figure out how to do better. Maybe if I can figure out how to way to put the scoring monitor on the screen or the overlays you guys are talking about. I'm very new. I don't know what I'm doing with this. So I'm just doing it because watching the race anyway. So I might as well talk about it with you guys. Take breaks, Everett says, if I need to tomorrow night. To save my voice for like the actual podcast. Yeah, that might be good. Creed lines up behind Bell. All right. So as we did with the Richmond situation, and I got to remind you, obviously, I'm way behind on TV, but I have the scoring monitor live. So I, just like with Richmond, I didn't react. I don't want to react live real time. I will let everybody watch the last couple laps here in overtime, unless there's a caution, and then we'll react to it right after. Okay. So I'll try not to say anything or spoil it. Even if I see the winner on the screen, we'll just try to watch it. So I'll be delayed like, I don't know, 30 seconds or something with my reaction. Okay. So you've got Bell, Custer, front row, and then Creed behind Bell. Then Sammy Smith. Chase Elliott's in this picture, by the way. Third row outside. All right. They're green for overtime. I'm not going to say anything. Not going to say what I see here. I'll just watch it with you guys. All right, they did take the white flag, by the way. They've just taken the white flag. Well, like I said, at the start of the feed, Christopher Bell of the field, I said, Christopher Bell. I had it all the way, guys. There was never going to be any other outcome. I'm just kidding. Sheldon Creed should have totally won this race. Very unfortunate for him. He finishes third instead. Chase Elliott got up to fourth, the highest he got. But man, Bell, I tell you what, Bell almost got hooked there. And then Sheldon Creed from third would have lucked into this win after the 2 leaders wrecked. Waiting for the replay here of Bell almost getting turned by Custer. Creed was for a moment there probably like, oh my gosh, yes, please wreck. Oh, poor Creed. Poor Creed. I'm honestly tuned in. I'm going to tune in the rest of this just to hear what if USA interviews Creed. Whoa, boy, that really almost was a wreck. Creed was streaking on the high side. He was like, "Yes, please crash." Oh man, why was Bell coming down like that? Like, wow, that was coming off the wall weird. Wow. Bell wins anyway, guys. Bell wins anyway. Man, pretty good. He's pretty good. He's pretty good. Well, that was fun. Enjoyed watching with you guys. So we'll see we'll see if USA interviews Creed. Hopefully they do, because I'll be interested to see his reaction. Anyway, thanks for hanging out here. We'll try to do this again tomorrow night. Southern 500. It's going to be a long one. So, yeah, check back. See you guys later. Have a good day.